So let me go and create a new file. And I'm going to give the name as inner class demo. Be very specific while giving the name so that we can refer it in future, right?
Yeah.
We have the code with you. Okay. So the purpose of inner class we have just now saw in the definition. So let's go and do it practically. Okay. So for inner class, I'm going to assign one variable. Okay. Let's say the variable is y. And I'm going to assign the variable value of y to 5. Okay. So there is a variable of type integer, which is holding a value 5 at runtime. Okay. Then these inner classes should be there inside the outer class. Right? So let me remove this public keyword and I'm going to nest this class with an outer class. So I'll say class outer class and make this as inner class because I don't want this. So let me go and remove this stuff because I don't want this. I want outer class followed by inner class. So I'll say class inner class. And inside the inner class, I'm going to pass int y is equals to 5. So I'm going to assign the value 5 and this is my main method. Okay. So class is in typing. Okay. So there are two classes as you can see. Okay, so this is my main class. So let me go and call the main function public static. Fine. Let me assign. Now I have a member variable attribute y equals to 5 in inner class, mind you. So I want some more functionality which is there inside the outer class. So I'm going to assign one more attribute. The attribute will be x, and this time I'm going to assign the value 10. So my outer class is having the variable or an attribute x equals to 10. My inner class is having a value attribute y, which is set to be 5. Okay. So
Yeah.
x equals to 10, which is in outer class, and y is equals to 5, which is in inner class. Now I want the accessibility of both the attributes inside the main class. So what I'm going to do, I told you I have to create the object of outer class always. So I'll say outer class. Okay. My outer. You can take any variable of your choice, object creation, and say new outer class. Now, after creating an object of an outer class, I need to access the member. Which member? Of the inner class, right? So I say outer class, my outer equals to new outer class. Then I need to create outer class again, call the outer class. Okay, and this time I'll call the inner class as well. So where is inner class here? It is out here. So I'll say outer class dot inner class. Okay, I'm going to create the object of inner now equals to new which one?
Outer class. Outer.
I'm calling it the inner one now.
Oh, okay.
So I said outer class, come inside the inner class, then go and create the object. Okay, whatever object you want. And then finally, with the help of my outer, is equals to my outer dot, okay, new. See, the way of writing is different. Okay. Which one? Huh? I need to call inner class. Okay. So because we are dealing with nested classes, right, Mr. Aman? You are not dealing with a single class.
Yeah.
There is a class within a class. So when I call outer class, I'll call the outer class first. Then with the help of outer class, I'll be calling inner class. Outer class dot inner class. that I'm going to create an object of an inner class equals to, again, object of an outer class dot new inner class. So this is how you're going to instantiate or create an object. And then finally, I need to print, right? So system dot out dot println. So you can call both my inner and my outer. I have both, right? So my inner is having the attribute y. I'll call y, okay? And then concatenate with the plus operator, and this time I'll say my outer. Okay, so I'm concerned with both, right? My outer dot in x. So x is having the value 10 and y is having the value 5. Okay. So let me go and check the syntax now. So I'm done with the syntax of inner class. I hope you got the syntax. There is an outer class. Inside the outer class, there is one member variable. You can say attribute as well. That value is set to be 10 of type integer. Then there is one more class, that is the inner class, which is having another attribute of variable y, which is holding the value 5. That is also of type integer. So while calling the inner class, I need to create an object of the outer class first. And with the help of that outer class, I'm going to instantiate my inner class. And then finally, I'm going to pass the attributes. My inner dot y and my outer dot y. Why? Because my inner dot y is going to hold the value for y, right? And my outer dot x will hold the value for x. So when I go and run this, I should get the output. So what are you expecting? Output.
Just 5 and 10.
5 and 10. But I'm going for plus. See, I'm plus, using plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going for the addition. So I should
So
get
it will be 15.
Yes. Okay. So mind you, that is not a concatenation operator. That is a addition operator out here. See, 15.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is addition operator here. This is not concatenation because I don't have any string out here. See, these are objects. These are objects, members, objects and member. Okay. So when I say double quotes, anything inside the double quotes and plus, so that becomes a string, right? This time this is not a string. I'm telling that I want the attributes of outer class to be added with the attribute of the inner class. So what will be there inside the outer class? The value is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Okay, Mr. Ahmed?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is all about inner classes. We can do anything. So can I use private members? I'm working as public. I'm working as a public, right? So can I use private inner class? Can I do that?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Yes. So if yes, so what will be the scenario?
So you will do
How
you
will
will
I
make a
explain?
private class,
Yeah.
and then you will do the get.
No, not that. You are talking with encapsulation. I'm not talking about encapsulation. I'm talking about private class. Can I use private keyword? Can I go and define this class as private? Out here. Can I say here private?
Yes, but I forgot. There are two words that you use.
What will be the accessibility of the code? See, don't mix encapsulation with private members. Encapsulation is a different technique. Though we are going to hide the members, but I'm defining a class within a class now. So my outer class is public.
You cannot use set and get.
No. Just first get my point. I'm using two classes. My outer class is public, right? And my inner class is private. First and foremost, get these things in mind. My outer class is public. Why? Because I have not set any modifier, so it's a public. Okay. Then I'm going for inner class, which is private. Okay. And I'm going to create again the same object. New outer class, my inner dot x and my outer dot x and my inner dot y. So when I go and call the inner class, see, I'm getting some error out here. Telling me
because it's
outer
private.
class has private access in outer class. Okay. So when I go and run this, what will be the error? So I will not be able to access the inner class. Why? Because it's private. Yeah, it's a private thing. So when I go and run this, I'll be getting an error, not an output. I will not get 10 plus 5, 15 in this case, because my inner class is private. Mind you, So when I run this, it's telling me that outer class dot inner class has private access in outer class. So either you can do one thing, you can take the class as public, both the classes has to be public, or both the classes has to be private in that case. But the best approach is we can't use private class, inner class. Okay, got my point. If I go and
Yep.
declare anything inside the class as private, I will not be able to access all the functionalities because these classes are private. Why? I told you private class members are accessible within the class, not outside the class. See, there are two scope of classes, outer and inner. Outer is having a different scope, right? Inner is having a different scope. So when I go and call inner classes, it's inside the class. The member function y is equals to 5 is inside the private class. So how will I access that member? When it is private, right? It's private, it's confidential. It is not, it is hidden basically. You can say encapsulated, it is hidden. So when I go and access this, it will give me some error. Which error? That you cannot access private members because private members are accessible within the class. You cannot take outside the class. Though there are two classes, outside and inside classes. So outer class is there, inner class is also there. But with the help of outer class, I'm not able to access. See? Though I have a outer class object, with the help of outer class, I say inner class, call the inner class, but it's not allowing me because class is private. Okay, so if you're going to declare a class as private, you will not be able to access the feature same way. Okay, so it is behaving the same way, which we did in encapsulation. But encapsulation is a technique where you can use the set and get access for reading and writing, right? If you want to read private members and write, so you can use get and set. So that is a different concept. But out here, I'm using the classes which is private. Okay, classes are private. Not members are not. If I make classes private, everything will become private. Privacy, complete privacy.
Okay.
So if you are going to insert private keyword, you will not be able to access. So you will be generating an error. Okay. So I showed you both the aspect of the programming. You can call a public class within a class, but you cannot call a private class. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope you got the concept of inner classes.
Yes.
So let's move on. Let's check a different.
Sorry, sir. Let me just go get some water.
Yes.
Before we...
Yeah, you can take.
Thank you.